Hey tubes, Jonathan's wrong here. Truth on the budget. Um, Look how dry my lips are. Anyway, hi. So I've been noticing another disturbing trend. Um, like I feel like the closer we get to things, like they work different angles. You've heard me discuss combat tactics and fighting tactics before, and one of the major things that people don't seem to think about because they're not trained, they're not thinking tactically, is feinting. And I'm not talking like feinting. I'm talking about feinting, throwing a fake punch, a fake kick, to make it look like you're gonna throw something to see how they react. You know, you could set up strikes without ever striking somebody by getting them to move in a certain direction you want, by getting them to try to avoid a punch that's not even coming. Feinting is devastating. If you like, it's the difference between someone who hits hard and someone who's a masterful fighter who will beat the crap out of you, because you never know what they're gonna do. You're reacting to stuff that isn't even there, and all of a sudden you're pure defensive. If your opponent is only concerned with what you're doing, you're winning the fight. That's just tactics. That's basic. If you're not concerned about what the other guy's doing and you're just picking your shots and doing whatever you want and they're on pure defensive, you're winning. That's just how it works. If they're backing up and eating punches and have no idea, like waiting for you to do something, you're winning. You're winning the fight. And I think that's one of the things that's happening right now. They're throwing out little things. They're doing little, throwing out little feints and moves and giving different looks to see our reactions. And one of the things I'm seeing right now is like, okay, they're dividing truthers between Christians and non-Christians. And once again, I'll go on record of saying this 1,000 times. I do not understand how you can get this deep into stuff, you know, um, truth in a reality in the worldwide conspiracy, and know that there's clearly a war on Christ, and the people in charge openly worship Satan. Now, how you could know these two facts and still not believe in God or Jesus is like baffling to me. Like, I don't like what are you researching? I don't get it. Seriously, what are you researching? What do you think politics is real? I don't know. I have no idea. So if you don't understand that there's a Father in heaven that knows your name, if you don't understand that this earth is all there is and it was made for us, if you don't understand that God made the ultimate sacrifice to give us a second chance through Jesus Christ, I don't. What are you doing? What's the point? Like, what a horrible nightmare you must be living in if you think there's like space aliens in charge of everything, and I don't know. I don't know. You got to vet your information, and you got to find your information through different sources, and you got to find as pure of a source of information as possible to cross-reference other information. You always got to cross-reference. Like I said, I don't think enough people think tactically. They get something, they get whatever whatever it is, real information, fake information, whatever, and they don't think about the entirety. They don't think about how A got to B. They just think about B. And like, you got to think about why something's happening, who's behind saying it, who's behind doing it, who witnessed it, when it happened, what else was happening when it happened, the outcomes of it happening. These are all things you need to consider. The audience, if of who they want to show it, all of it. It's these are all factors. And I don't think people put enough thought into things. I think they kind of take things at the face value and be like, oh, here's some more information. No, you gotta look at everything at once. See where it fits in, because it has to. There's no, either something is true or false. That's it. As far as pure facts, I'm not talking like a story. Yes, there are bits and pieces of a story could have, truths and falsities, but I'm talking like pieces. There's just there's it's either it's real or it isn't. It's either true or a lie. That's it. As far as facts go, pieces. But so anyway, they were working the divide between the Christian truthers and the non-Christian truthers who, I don't know, think there's reptilians in charge of everything or something. I have no idea. Moon's a hologram, who knows? Who knows what those people are thinking. So anyway, tried that. Got a little bit more division, got some more people on the fence back in Crazy Town, People who are on the fence and thinking, about are now listening to David Icke and crap like that, whatever else. So they snatched away a few of them there, and now they're trying to divide the Christians. I'm seeing a lot of videos about Jesus, a lot of videos about questioning Jesus, questioning the validity and divinity of Jesus. And it's been quite rampant. One of the things, once again, I swear, man, I don't know if it's just me, but they make it easier by, it's like someone covered in blood running down the street screaming that they're not a murderer to everyone they could possibly see. Just I'm not a murderer! Ah! And it's just being covered in gore and like having a knife and like stabbing someone. Not me! Not this guy! And I just feel like a lot of that's going on. There's just, it's obvious when you're like going out of your way to cover up your tracks that people didn't even know that there were tracks. And it's just, I can see it. These people coming out of nowhere, these people that have always been a little sketchy. A lot of the fringe truthers, which I watch more for entertainment, no offense, I guess. If you think you're a legitimate, news station or truther thing, and I watch you for entertainment, I apologize. I mean, who am I, right? But certain things I watch just for, like perfect examples. Call for an uprising. Do I trust him? No. Do I know? Do I think he's Russian vids? Do I think he's that? No. I just don't care. I don't hinge anything based on what he says or does. Honestly, he's not covering anything that everyone else isn't covering anyway. It's just he's kind of entertaining sometimes. So be it. He's also said some fishy, sketchy things. But I've seen other channels now. Like, I hate name dropping because it always gets back, and someone's like, "Oh, you, whatever." So I'm not gonna drop any more names. But anyway, yeah, I've just been seeing it from a lot of different truther stations, which were okay, which were good, which were doing their thing, be it whatever they were doing, are all of a sudden now attacking Jesus. And I think this is just another layer, another section, another wave of division where they're trying to further. But once again, I see it almost as like condensing. When you're making like a broth or like a gravy or something. What they're doing is they're getting rid of the chaff. They're boiling out the unnecessary moisture. Basically, they're any of the lukewarm Christians who are like, oh, I just watched some video that said Jesus is just some dude, and I'm gonna go ahead and believe that and not take out my Bible and cross-reference it with other Bibles and make sure. No, I'm gonna make a huge decision based on some dumb video that someone made. That's the thing too. I get crap from trolls sometimes, like, oh, you haven't convinced me of anything. It's not my job to convince you. It's your effing job to go and do some effing research. I'm here to slap you in the face and point you in the right direction. That's what I'm doing. I don't got the technology, dude. I don't got a computer. I don't have, like, do you think I'm saving my videos anywhere? No. I don't have one video saved except the that random They Live little thing I made when I wanted to try to make an intro, but I couldn't find a way to attach it because I'm just operating through a cell phone. Some some I'm a maniac with a cell phone. That's it. That's all I got. Me and a cell phone. So I don't know. So, like, I know I'm low tech, but you just gotta, when all of a sudden someone starts, a legitimate channel that you watch and you follow, all of a sudden starts kind of sounding like a crazy person and ranting and raving and saying that they know things and that, you know, God's talking to them, or like, here's the thing, man. And this also goes out to my subs. If there's any spiritual entity contacting you and talking to you, it's our job to question it. You can't just be like, oh, something comes to you and says it's an angel or it's God or the Holy Spirit. You will not offend it by questioning it. We're allowed to. If something approaches you, you're allowed to ask, is Jesus Christ God come in the flesh? If he says anything other than a yes, you got a demon. You got a spirit of darkness. We're allowed to test them. We're supposed to. We're not equipped. I hear people talk about, oh, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. No. This is it. This is all we got. All right? We got nothing to fight them with. They live for a very long time. They are very intelligent. They could read your mind and the mind of everyone around you. Like, how are you going to go to war with these things? You don't. You get Jesus. you put on the full armor of Christ. You cry out to the Father in heaven for help, because we can't do it. We're not spiritual beings having a human experience. We're humans having a human experience. What happens after that? I have no idea. Once again, I don't claim to know anything ever. I'm not one of those people. I don't get on here and talk, act like I'm some authority and I know and God has given me, special. No idea. Do I feel protected? Yes. Have I been lucky? Oh yeah. Should I've died at like 1 billion times? All the time. Have really bad things happened to me that shouldn't have? Yes. Whatever. So be it. I feel blessed. I feel blessed. Has someone told me I was blessed? No. Has someone, it's just, I feel like in retrospect that I have been, there's been a guardian angel, looking out for me. And I feel blessed. That's lovely. Do I say that I know that? Am I gonna be like, get on here and say I've been chosen by God for any purpose? Heavens no. I'm not gonna speak for God. That's the, even the purest Bible is still gonna be, written from, it's not, we don't have anything remotely resembling firsthand information, but what we do have is certain reoccurring facts that are indisputable, that no matter where you look and no matter how you cross-reference them, are indisputable. And those are the facts that I choose to focus on. As far as everything else goes, that's purely conjecture. But back to the main point of this video, because I'm starting to run out of time. There's another wave of division coming, and it's just more against the Christians. They're just trying to break us apart more and more, because we're getting close to the end. You realize that, right? You realize that all this culling and splitting and division and everything that's happening rapidly is because we're getting towards the end. That's kind of scary, right? I think it is. I mean, it's a horror show down here, but there's beautiful things too, and it's just there's people that aren't ready yet, but at the same time, as I see the division and the lukewarm Christians and the fake Christians are like going away, people that aren't Christians are kind of coming in, which I think is interesting. I have friends that I talk to that I try to bring them in because I don't want them to obviously. But anyway, I think everyone needs some Jesus. But anyway, I found more and more they're starting to I've actually have friends said about other people they need Jesus, and that literally like makes me happy. It makes me so happy inside when one of my non-Christian friends says that about someone else, and they're not saying it mockingly. Like I said, I feel as we get closer, the people that aren't Christians that are on the fence will come over, and people that aren't Christians and pretend to be Christians will go that way. And I see it happening. But be wary of any channel that you follow currently that is, questioning or denouncing Christ, because that's what the other side does. That's what they do. And you need to be mindful of that. Are we to, blindly follow things? No, that's what Satan wants. Go read any other religion, and it's like when I got into the Krishna, just I didn't get into it like I was a Krishna, but I just looked into it. It's literally like blindly accept everything that is said here. And it's just like that's a red flag. Anyway, God help us all. If any channel that you follow starts saying wacky stuff, leave a comment, question them, see where it goes. That's all we could do. Okay, I'm up to 17 minutes now. I think there's got to be a maximum. I have no idea. Usually I can't go over 15. Anyway, I love you guys so much, so much. Stay strong, gird up, full armor of Christ. Be wary, be aware. The division continues, but like I said, it's like enriching a sauce or something. We're getting better. We're culling the herd and getting knocking out the chaff, and it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be nothing but wheat soon. It's my concern. It's not gonna be a lot of wheat. It seems like. I don't know. Love you guys. Love, 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 love. God bless all of you in Jesus Christ's name. Have a beautiful, wonderful day.